Hey guys, thank you for checking out this video. So my family and I, we've been involved with Advocare since September of 2011, so it's been quite a while. And Advocare just basically dropped a huge bombshell on all of the distributors where they sent us all an email just a few days ago saying that Advocare, effective on the middle of July, Advocare will no longer be a multi-level marketing compensation plan. And I don't have the letter with the exact words in front of me, but basically what they're saying is that Advocare is no longer going to be paying out commissions to what you would think of as a network marketing structure, a multi-level marketing structure. So basically our downlines are gone and everything is lost. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about some of the inside information that I know, what's going on with the company and how it affected me and my family. And I want to let you guys know that I'm going to speak the truth in this video, and I'm going to say some things that might be negative towards Advocare. But just because I have some things that are negative towards Advocare does not mean that I do not feel very sorry for a lot of the people that lost everything. It doesn't mean that I don't have love and compassion for them, but I want to at least speak the truth, okay? So the first thing is some of the things that people have been saying. The main thing that keeps coming up over and over again and was also stated in the email is that the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has basically shut Advocare down. The Advocare was in like a secret meeting with them and trying to work things out and trying to negotiate. And the only way that they could basically avoid a massive lawsuit and masses of losses from their company, which would have possibly bankrupt them. The only way to do that would be to just change the compensation plan and try to salvage what they can. There's many people that don't believe that, and when I read that, I initially thought, wow, this sounds really fishy. And to be honest with you, I actually don't know the real truth, okay? But it does sound fishy because when things like this happened with Herbalife, there wasn't some secret meeting and Herbalife wasn't able to negotiate like this. Basically, the FTC came in and they just put down that hatchet and boom, that was it, right? When the FTC shut Vimo down, same thing. Okay, so with Advocare, there's some things that just don't make sense to me. Some things that just sound fishy, and I could be totally wrong, right? But another thing is that one of the top distributors, I believe the top distributor in the company, Danny McDaniel, he was sued for millions and millions of dollars. I don't remember the exact number, but it could be like $100 million or something like that. And so that basically crippled the company. So we've got that going. And at the same time, we have one of the like second or third largest distributorships in Advocare took their entire downline and moved them over to another company. I think it was a CBD oil company or something like that. And so all of these things combined may have just been the demise of Advocare, right? And so I don't know the actual truth. It does sound like some things are fishy, but here are things that have happened since then that, kind of infuriates me. But at the same time, I realize that everybody's scrambling for something. So many people are trying to recruit people for other businesses and things like that. And so I'm getting, tons and tons of emails. My upline leaders are getting massive amounts of emails. People from inside the company are trying to recruit other people. And so this is just, for me, mind blowing that, it's the CEO of the company, not the new one, but the old CEO of the company, Richard Wright, came on and he was at a meeting in Washington, D.C. with a lot of the other really high up Advocare reps. And they're talking about, don't join any other company, don't listen to the vultures. And they called people vultures over and over and over again and really bashed the people that were trying to join another company. And then basically at the end of the video, they kind of said, we're going to find another company for you. And then you can kind of all join our downline is what it sounded like to me. Okay. Now I contacted my upline leader. I said, this is a total scam. This is a horrible thing that they just said. And he said, no, that I'm getting that wrong and that they're just looking out for Advocare's best interest and they're going to try to work things out. I don't think there's any working out. I think that they're just trying to make some money very quickly with the people that are leaving, just the way everybody's scrambling to try to do something. I just think it's funny that they called everybody vultures and said they didn't have integrity for trying to recruit them to another company, yet they're basically doing the same thing, right? That's what it seems like to me. So my Advocare story, I actually walked away from Advocare 2 years ago. I was at a huge convention, 50,000 people behind me on the football field at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. which I think is the AT&T Stadium now. And I just didn't feel like it was meant to be for me. There were many things that came up that were bringing me down and making me feel like this was not meant to be. One of the main things was that I felt like they are telling me I'm my own boss and I own my own company, and I'm an entrepreneur, but the reality is all I'm doing is selling nutritional products from that company, right? And if I ever used any other products from any other company, there was even times I used products that weren't even related to Advocare, and people in the company got down on me really hard. And so to me, that was a very negative thing. Feeling like I had to spend so much time with Advocare, and like they were almost pulling me away from my family and pulling me away from the things that I loved. To me, I didn't want to do that. And so even though we had earned trips and incentives and we were financially doing pretty good and we were really climbing, I felt like I needed to leave because it just didn't feel right to me. Another thing I want to say that I might put in another video is that it seemed like Advocare, and I think I will make a second video about this, that Advocare really kind of made it like almost cultish in a way, where they believe that God is somehow in charge of this company, and that if you have a large team, you're very blessed and God's working through you, and if you don't, maybe you're not as blessed. And there's some weird things like that, and so after a couple of years, and I'm going to do another video about that because I think that's actually really, really important. But we ended up walking away, and I started my own company. And in my own company, we're kind of the anti-multi-level marketing company, and we teach people to actually be their own bosses, to actually, earn income for themselves, for what they really believe is what they were meant to be put on the earth to do. And I'm sorry if you're somebody here from Advocare and you're looking at this video and you're like, wow, Justin, that's pretty harsh. Like, I just want to say that I never really felt like I was put on this earth to sell sucralose, right? I wasn't put on this earth to sell artificial sweeteners and to push artificial sweeteners. And and helping people with health and weight loss is great, but even if you feel that your passion was to help people with weight loss and to help people with health, okay, you can't think that there's a million people in Advocare, or maybe there isn't now, but their goal was to hit 1 million people, and you tell every single one of them that their purpose on earth is to sell this product. It just doesn't make sense. There were things that I was put on this earth to do, and when I got involved with Advocare, the people of Advocare kind of told me that that shouldn't be my purpose. That's not what I was put on this earth to do. I was put on this earth to sell sucralose, basically. And so, so we got out 2 years ago, started focusing on a real business, started focusing on ourselves. And I think we really dodged a bullet, because we were really weighing, what do we do? Do we stay with Advocare and just crush it and just keep going? Or do I do kind of what my passion is and do my own business, even though it might be harder, even though I won't have the support of all these people, and it might cost me a little money? Which one should I do? And so I gave up Advocare and I started my own business, and I'm really glad that I did, because man, this news would have been absolutely devastating for us and for our family. And even though I have some negative things about Advocare, I know there's a lot of people that are hurting right now, a lot of people that have lost, their entire income. And so my heart does go out to them. They drank the Kool-Aid, and we joked about that a lot in Advocare. They drank the Kool-Aid and they were all in, and their blinders are on. I saw this a couple of years ago, and even some things leading up to this make me believe that this wasn't the FTC. But yeah, I saw this a couple of years ago, and for the people that had their blinders on and kind of told me I was stupid for walking away, I do feel sad for you. I do feel bad for you, but it is what it is, right? So anyways, guys, kind of a weird video today, but I'm Justin with Freedom Wave, and we'll catch you soon.